To make a cat, we start with 3 inches uninflated. You're going to come to the nozzle end. You're going to make 3 bubbles, the same size, about 3/4 inches apiece. Take the second and third bubble, twist them together. I hold those 2 bubbles with my pinchers, putting this bubble in the crook of my hand. Take the nozzle, pull it up and over, pull this nice and tight down to the base, and now you can hold everything in your right hand and twist these 3 bubbles together. Should give you a nice pointy look for the cat's muzzle. You're going to make the bubble that's going to end up being the middle of the head. It's a bubble you cannot forget, otherwise you can't make a cat without it. Then you're going to start making the cat's head by starting with the side of the head, which is a good 2.5 inches bubble, followed by a nice thick 1.5 inch bubble that's pinch twisted for one of the cat's ears. You're going to make the top of the head, which is the same size as that, 2.5 inches, followed by another 1.5 inch bubble for the other ear. At this point, you have a lot to hold in your hands. I usually hold this against my body so I don't let go of this. In this case, I'm just going to hold it against the table. I'm going to make another 1.5 inch bubble for this other ear. And then you can measure this if you need to make it the same size, or you can do just like with a pair of legs and just twist them together. As long as you get the same size, that's all that really counts. At this point, I put the nose, this is the nose, the one that comes over, put it down, and then I flip it and I roll these 3 bubbles, get rolled over the nose. Once you get them most of the way over, I come to the other side holding that bubble into the head and pull this through. Straighten out the ears, and sometimes you have to push that bubble back in. What I do to do that is I spread these from the back and push this in with my thumb. And then you can straighten the nose. What this little bubble does is it sets the nose up onto the head. Otherwise it would be down here and not look like a cat, looks more like a lion. So that's what that little bubble does. Then you're going to make a neck just like you would for a dog. You're going to make a front pair of legs. I usually make them 2 to 3 inches. A body that's a couple inches, and the back leg's the same. With a cat, I usually like him to have a little bit of a longer tail, because most cats do. And I like to curl the top of the tail back and the base of the tail forward a little. And I like his head to be up a little so you can tilt it to give him this little snooty cat look.